She has exploding boogers!
Man, I really cut one.
Hollywood has certainly produced its share of bad movies, but thousands of miles away in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, they found a welcome home at Mystery Science Theater 3000.
You took my Employee of the Month parking spot, you bastard!
The thing that people identify us the most for is screaming back at the culture.
I have a brain the size of a chickpea.
You're not supposed to talk back at a movie.
Stop the movie!
And that's what's going on here.
Something everybody wants to do.
We're just putting it out there.
Deal with it, you big, huge, giant babies.
And sometimes it works and sometimes not so good.
Now, with the help of the performers themselves, shooting their own behind-the-scenes video, the Sci-Fi Channel goes behind the curtain at Mystery Science Theater 3000 for a true insider's look at the making of this popular cult series.
What's this then?
Hey, look at that. We're appearing as Crispix.
Well, hello, you handsome devil.
Whoa, weird reindeer.
The Sci-Fi Channel presents the making of Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Satellite Alert.
Hey, now these guys do a similar thing to what we do.
Hey, why, there's Mel Gibson.
Can I just get a piece of that shrimp before you turn it into shrimp pudding?
Was that an Oak Ridge boy?
Careful! Stop cutting already. I'm woozy from hunger, Mike.
There's about a 1 in 4 chance we're going to come out of this alive.
Mike is trapped up in space with his 2 robot companions, forced by this evil scientist's mother, who used to torment us, and now she's making us watch these movies because her son told her to before she killed her son. And, well, it gets confusing. Anyway, we're up in space watching bad movies.
Her van is rigged where she can just press a button and show the movie. No. I don't think she has a long-term plan. I think she just wants to be antagonizing.
I will dog you to the end of the universe.
That's where she draws her life force.
I'm sending you the worst movie I know. It's called Riding with Death, and it sucks on toes. Hang on, Bobo. Hang on.
I'm not real clear on the logistics of it, but Pearl can do it. Mark my words.
Whoa, hey, it's cool. Almost hit you when I swear, but it's mellow.
It's really tough for us to get good movies, the right kind of good movies.
Alright, I'm coming up on your mud flaps at 67.
Coming up on your mud flaps. People have such cute names for sex.
Good movies are bad movies that have good sound.
My rigid grill structure is bearing down on your unprotected cargo door.
But we love them when we get them because they really are the best of the worst.
It all started in 1988 when Jim Mallon and Kevin Murphy hired Joel Hodgson to turn one of his hilarious sketch ideas into a television show.
Thanks for having us. Oh, what a movie, not like they say on Wayne's World.
It needed a name. I think they kind of just looked at each other and combined the words, Mystery Science Theater. At first they thought 2,000, but 3,000 just seemed like 1,000 more.
Ah, my rib. Come in, Joel, my little space guy.
Mystery Science Theater began airing in the fall of 1989. In the middle of the 5th season, Joel left the show.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
The unenviable task of replacing him went to Mike Nelson.
What's the name on that?
Nelson, Mike Nelson?
Belson?
No, Nelson.
Belson, right?
No, Nelson.
Relson?
Mike Nelson, the man himself, the man behind the character.
I had been making broccoli balls at TGI Fridays and thought, oh, you know, this isn't as fulfilling as I thought it would be, so I'll try this out.
I think he's incredibly smart, incredibly funny. He's a wonderful head writer.
They made a better offer here.
Okay.
He has a vision that I could only aspire to.
But it was surprising sort of in this venue to see actual people write letters saying, you know, your face is misshapen. It's like, no, it's not, is it?
The best way to describe Mike is he's got a real big face. It's a big, meaty sort of roast of a face, you know, a rolled roast, sort of a baron of beef of a face on Mike.
I do have one of the largest faces in show business. Thank you.
Don't Mike the puppets, what are you doing?
I became a mama.
I'm the one who's talking. Mike me!
I think Kevin is the little kid of the show.
Good God! Oh. We try not to make any comments that we can't back up with actual knowledge.
Morons, all of you! He's got an hilariously twisted mind.
Man, I think our sense of humor is motivated by some good educations that have subsequently been wasted on popular culture.
Ah, you're just jealous, Nelson. I have a fine butt. You wish you had my butt. I like my butt. I like your butt.
He's a big shaved bear, basically.
When writer-puppeteer Trace Ballou departed the show at the end of the 7th season,
I haven't gotten all the bugs worked out of it yet. Thought I'd try it out on you.
Writer Bill Corbett stepped into the puppeteer's pit and brought the wisecracking crow back to life.
It's weird to watch a man grow into being a puppeteer. That's a disturbing thing.
It taxed my pretty limited manual dexterity.
Oh, jeez, that's great. Thanks. Now he's trying to slice it. That's nice. Yeah, he's trying to slice my hand up. Good. No, that's fine, Mike. You cut my hand up and serve it to me.
But he's fit right in. He's actually from being a totally inept puppeteer before he started to now he's able to handle manipulating all the arms and everything. And he's also a distinguished playwright, which he lords over us all the time.
Ready for my close-up now?
Your reports of my death were greatly exaggerated.
And the changes continued. Writer-actress Mary Jo Pehl took over as Mike Nelson's new nemesis, Pearl Forrester.
And I am going to box your ears if you don't help us get off this planet!
Mary Jo Pehl is a very smart and witty writer. She adds so much to the show. It's wonderful to have a female character of such strength and craziness on the show. She plays Psycho really well.
Hey, I'm laughing here.
Flying around in her rocket Volkswagen, Pearl lands on strange new planets, allowing the writers to introduce hysterical, bizarre new characters to the show.
Hey, what do you think of these characters? Pretty evolved.
Action.
Mike! We're under attack!
We are now going through time and space and having fun with every science fiction and fantasy convention that we can get our hands on.
A planet where apes evolved from men?
My name is Bobo, Professor Bobo, son of Coco, and heir to the lineage of Dodo, Bogo, and Chim Chim.
And I'm Peanut.
After winning numerous awards,
Daytime drama's most popular sexual predator,
spawning a big screen feature film, and amassing an official fan club base of nearly 100,000 members, the phenomenon of Mystery Science Theater shows no signs of slowing down.
We'll be right back.
When the making of Mystery Science Theater 3000 returns, we'll go behind the doors of the writing room for a look at the unique Mystery Science writing process.
You wouldn't look good bald.
And the shooting of the famous theater scenes.
Hi, this is Bill Corbett here in the MST3K writing room, giving you a little tour of where the wackiness starts.
William Shatner takes command.
I do Genesis.
This is the writing room from the point of view of the movie.
Here's the gang and another stupor.
Stupid movie? Where are you stupid, huh?
Wait a minute. Mike, who are all these people?
Yeah, are you seeing other puppets?
No, I swear.
Oh, leave me alone.
Say.
To truly appreciate Mystery Science Theater 3000, one must have an unconditional love for nail-bitingly bad movies.
Hey, it's in color.
Color. We actually try not to be too obtrusive to the movie.
The doctor should have been more specific when he told her to get plenty of fluids.
We tried to do it around the dialogue.
You're hitting the booze again, huh?
Leave me alone. I feel terrible. This place is full of spiders.
We sort of make fun of it with care.
Yeah, I know. Little pink ones.
with the modicum of respect for these bad movies to, speak for themselves.
Lay off the booze, Ev, and they'll go away.
You know, in her defense, laying off the booze would mean seeing him sober.
It's true. I try to get these movies out of my mind as quickly as I can after we've watched them.
I feel as empty as I did watching it in the theater.
While the general public normally refuses to sit through even one showing of movies this bad,
Base and devoid of virtue.
the Mystery Science Theater gang must endure countless screenings.
I think the biggest compliment that we can get For the movie part of what we do is when people say to us, that is improvised, right? You just do it on the spot, you ad lib?
We just sit down with it and slog through it, hours and hours watching it and stopping the tape and starting over. And there are these moments.
When you're in a race, you have to win. Why? Why?
That just have no innate humor in them.
I just didn't feel like winning. I'll have to report this. To who?
To the Council of Loser Clones.
I'll have to report that, too.
Well, it's starting to stack up.
You're not watching it like you normally would watch a movie, so there's no cohesion. It just is this fragmented movie. So you just obsess on like somebody's lips or their eyebrow.
Oh, there, better.
Just drives you crazy.
We take turns sitting at a computer terminal, typing almost everything we say down according to the time code.
And here you can see the actual lines that we are currently using.
The only ad-libbing that goes on is when we first go in there and we throw our bile at the screen as we're watching it.
Tiny, squished whinnies parading one after another.
We just engage in this sort of group Tourette's syndrome.
I believe that's supposed to be weenies, if I know us at all.
Tourette's, Tourette's, you got me in your spell.
Here's the glissando portamento.
There's like 800 comments in a script.
It's supposed to be glissando and portamento.
So it has to be timed out just right.
Hobbit, beep, 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 beep. Crappie, beep, 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 beep.
If you're doing a scene with a guy in a rubber monster suit and you can see the zipper and there's tennis shoes on him and stuff, I mean, those are real easy.
Making each other laugh, that's really our goal.
Toilet jokes, I think, mostly. That's what people hone right in on.
As soon as I get off the can, I'm going to do something about this.
The gang rehearses each bit exhaustively.
Kevin, don't do that!
Every joke well thought out.
Ow, that hurt.
To give it that off-the-cuff feel. Finally, the writers are set to perform in Mystery Science Theater's most recognizable and surprisingly simplistic setting.
And Richard Carpenter sketches a truck.
This here is the movie crow, actually. People don't realize this, but when we do the silhouettes in the movie, we use this spare crow. Real fans will also recognize this black crow as the evil crow from several seasons back, Timmy.
The row of theater seats, you'll see it. It's just a big chunk of styrofoam that we put in front of a white wall. That's it's as high-tech as the thing gets.
You know, the Earth thinks it's so great.
Yeah, it thinks the whole world revolves around itself.
I was just like totally surprised that they just shoot that in front of a little piece of styrofoam, you know, and black the puppets out, and then they use one of the cheesiest, film school techniques, chroma key. I think everybody should see how that's done just to appreciate how clever these guys are when it comes to pulling off these poor man's special effects or whatever.
Is this sort of thing even legal, Mike?
The silhouette is childishly simple, but it ends up looking really good.
Oh, Stephen Bochco, does this mean we have to see Dennis Franz's hairy butt cheeks?
When the making of Mystery Science Theater 3000 returns, we'll take a closer look at what's involved in the production of the elaborate sketches the Mystery Science writers create.
Yeah, see, this is the nurse I always get.
I just wanted to take a moment to point out this is the stupidest you've ever looked in your life.
Oh, you don't know me. You don't know me, pal.
The dork resistance, I guess.
Someone else to rock your van, you're doing it wrong.
If I hear any more screaming, young lady, I'm going to ground you.
While making fun of easy-to-make-fun-of movies is the trademark of Mystery Science Theater 3000.
He really was on top of Old Smoky, huh?
It's the sketches that drive the show's storylines, providing some of the campiest, most memorable moments of the series.
Welcome, and try to comprehend us.
We're constantly on the lookout for something that we can latch onto like a life preserver.
Fire Paul.
If you're dealt a movie with a southern element,
Kill Paul at some point.
then boy, you're really going to latch onto the Southerners.
Paul grudgingly rehired.
I'm a trucker.
What happened to your body?
Well, I got me a trucker body.
Found a foam latex truck driver body maker in the Yellow Pages. I'm the lone eagle of the interstate.
The sketches place Mike and the robots into one bizarre world after another.
Hello, Nanite.
Yeah.
We need our ship fixed, and we need it fixed
Now.
Mike's predicament is still that he is trapped.
Well, I'm the only one here today. You got a work order?
He is being forced to watch these movies beyond his control.
Hey, I don't go to the gym without a work order.
I used to make these babies in junior high school out of vinegar and baking soda.
Is that too much baking soda, Mike?
It's been just a series of misfortunes that have caused me to blow up 3 entire civilizations.
Definitely too much baking soda, Mike.
The creators have given Mike a slight character flaw. It seems that he destroys every planet he visits on his quest to find Earth.
Nobody seems to be able to stop Mike from being the destroyer of worlds.
Okay. A few things, Mike. First, well, you blew up another planet, obviously. Yep. What's that, 3 for you now?
It's probably true that a baking soda bomb wouldn't actually blow up a planet, but it's a puppet show.
While Mike may be the designated destroyer of worlds, the small but versatile Mystery Science Theater staff creates memorable worlds, all on a shoestring budget.
Oh, that's good. That's good in the lunch.
You just kind of go for as much of a kind of over-the-top look as you can that fits within the character.
I have a transvestite clause.
Andrea is also one of those people who will comment on every imperfection on your face when she's making you up to so
That's not true. Kevin loves it. I think it's partly an alter ego for him. He just puts it on and he is, you know, an ape.
Now, show us the sun will cross the sky.
Each week, art director Patrick Brandsegg and costumer Beth McKeever must race to create numerous offbeat sets, bizarre inventions, and off-the-wall costumes.
The set is made up of stuff, found stuff from the Goodwill, from the St. Vincent de Paul, from a lot of dumpster diving. You'll notice a Santa Claus up there, or a kid's potty training chair, or hungry hippos, or a couple of different chunks of the Millennium Falcon are up there.
My parents' house is a great resource. Oh, Mom, do you mind if I take that old thing that's in the garage? It's kind of cool, too, because the directors and the writers give us a lot of leeway and trust us a lot, trust us enough to, like, you know, take the funny thing that they've created and make it our own.
The prop department works overtime, doubling as a robot repair shop to keep the junk heap trio in working order.
Here's to the guys and gals who like to fly.
Tom his torso is called a money lover's bank.
Would you like to fly in my beautiful balloon?
His head is obviously a snack dispenser.
Take these broken wings and learn to fly me to the moon.
Crow obviously is a bowling pin.
You can see the bowling pin now.
He's got a lacrosse net helmet for his hair, ping pong ball eyes, Tupperware for a torso.
Action. Director of photography Jeff Stonehouse has the tough job of transforming the small studio space into whatever strange new world the script calls for.
In the old days, we used to just zoom in and zoom back out, you know, and it just kind of got old. We've added something called a jib. It's a great little device that allows me to kind of just swoop in there and get closer into like the Volkswagen spaceship thing and get right up to their faces with a wide-angle lens. We've got somebody back there with a 2x4 rocking this thing to give it animation, and it's about as low-tech as you can get. So, but it still looks fun. I mean, people buy into the mythology of it.
In an era when most productions seem bent on achieving seemingly impossible special effects, the crew at Mystery Science Theater seems to relish in the simplicity of it all.
I feel a disturbance.
The reality is it's a puppet show.
When the making of Mystery Science Theater 3000 returns, we'll find out what lies ahead for the crew of the Satellite of Love and answer the burning question, can stardom short-circuit a robot?
Are you out of your stupid run? Let's go, you dumb man!
You never did give me an answer to that, Mike.
You know what that place needs is a plant. Maybe instead of you, Mike.
Hello?
Contact, hey, watch and learn.
I'm gonna try to follow behind this asteroid.
Ooh, they're hiding behind a big loaf of Irish soda bread.
Where the hell did they go? There's an old Pearl run.
Pearlton Heston!
I have lots of guns.
Evil Pearl Forrester may be keeping Mike Nelson and his rascal robots on the run, but it's the show's rabid fans who really keep the Satellite of Love in orbit.
The thing that overwhelmed me the most when I first arrived here was the support from the fan base. They are so invested in this show. When something changes or something happens, they will call up. Why did this change? What happened? What are you guys doing?
Oh my gosh, look at that. Years of fan mail up there.
Yeah, a lot of odd things. You know, we once got a set of teeth, which I thought was a little excessive, just an envelope of bloody molars. Please, no more of those.
We have our homes here, our families are here. We can go home at the end of the day and not have to face awful traffic and live in a little cardboard box.
Everybody here has a really good sense of what they're here for, what their purpose is.
Is that really what you're striving for, to not be noticed?
Yeah.
I feel particularly blessed because it does. This show satisfies a lot of the creative urges that I have.
Detonation in 30 seconds.
What worlds lie ahead for the cast and crew of Mystery Science Theater 3000? How many more planets will they destroy? And how many more bad movies will they subject us to? To the legions of loyal fans, hopefully as many as the number of galaxies themselves. Billions and billions.
I think as long as it is interesting and it's genuinely funny, then it has a place, because there are so many bad movies.
Each year we get slightly better, like we buy a new light and, hey, we like our new light. And so I want to be in it long enough where, like, computer animated dinosaurs become like $20 a piece. Then we can include those.
That's it. That's the adequate one.
That's the one that people won't get.
We've achieved mediocrity, gentlemen.
Please keep sending all those chocolates. I like them. Yum.
Coming up next, a band of murderous robots go after the Fall Guy.
Well, someone's changed the face of humanity by illuminating how this show was made.
Yeah, tuck that away in your Library of Alexandria.
Kind of done like you might think, really. I mean, not that anyone was really asking.
It's true. Doughy Midwesterners?
Yeah. Yep.
Pretty much. Yep.
Now, which one is the guy who's always hanging off my butt?
You got one of those? You know, I've got one too.
Yeah, now how do you get rid of those things?
I don't know. Talks, I suppose.
So, did Fitzcarraldo get the boat over the mountain?
You know, I missed that.
Did Coppola go insane in the jungle?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Martin Sheen had a heart attack. I saw that.